Welcome back, Railer fans, here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The national anthem just done beautifully by Miss Sydney Worth. Railers getting set here to take on the Blue Devils from Quincy High School. Again, the Railers 21-2 on the season, fresh off a victory over the Green Wave for Mattoon last night. Quincy comes in the contest at a record of 15-8. They were victorious last night at Sterling by 1 point. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby. Also Lloyd Kirby manning the camera here for you.
And our Railsplitters of Lincoln Community High School.
Railers will also be in action this week with 3 games Tuesday back here at Roy S. taking on the Braves from Mount Zion. First starting lineups here for Quincy. First man out is 6 foot and a senior. Number 3 is Lucas Reese. 5'11" and a senior. Number 5 is Adante Kreider.
Number 12, 6'1" and a junior.
6'1" and a junior forward. Number 12 is Brady Rupert.
Number 13, 6'2".
Number 13, 6'2" and a senior, Peyton Nicholson. And the fifth starter for head coach Andy Douglas is 6'5" and a sophomore. Number 24, Jeremiah Talton. No band tonight here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of music the Railers will have here as they're getting set to come out of the tunnel. And the Railers sophomores victorious earlier tonight, 50-29. It's been a while since we've had regular music going on here. First man out for head coach Neil Alexander, 6'3" and a senior. Where's the number 1 is Ewald. Will Ewald. 6 foot and a senior. Number 2 is Whiteman. Cameron Whiteman. Number 3, 5'10" and a junior is Singleton. Dylan Singleton. Mr. Cameron Kirsch going right down the line. Hullen, number 4, 6'4" and a junior is Hullinger. Landon Hullinger, and the last man out for the Railers, number 5, 6'3" and a senior, Froby. Caden Froby. The assisted coaches are Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Burden of Farmer, Josh J. McCullen, and Zach Dom.
Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Gymnasium Ford Lincoln. Start your new year off in style with a beautiful new vehicle from Gymnasium Ford Lincoln on Lincoln's west side. With fabulous rebates and discounts going on now, you'll save like never before. And the incentives on the remaining 2019s are at their best. But when they're gone, they're gone. Call Brad Centers or Todd Engel at 217-732-2111 and let them put you in a new ride. Josh, we're all set for tonight's action.
Yeah.
As Hollinger and Talton center up at center court for the opening tip here in Lincoln, Illinois. The Railers in their home whites trimmed in green. The Quincy Blue Devils in their travel blues, white numbers, white letters, and the opening tip is controlled by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they should understand how to break the 1-2-2 as it tipped away.
Singleton.
Didn't take long.
Cameron Whiteman with it. Now gets it over to Froby, back all the way across the court to Whiteman. Now they'll get it across timeline with Singleton. Singleton hounded up top, now to Froby. Swinging to Ewald, now back up top around to the right. Whiteman up top. He is guarded there by Nicholson. Now Ewald, now all the way across to Whiteman. In the corner to Hollinger. Tapped out of bounds off of Reese of Blue Devils. Going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, Singleton roams that middle, and they've got, almost looks like Quincy has gone to a flathead type of defense where they drop their point guard right into the free throw line and really
Roby for 3 in the corner. Got it. Caden Froby with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer to get things going here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Now Quincy tries to answer. Game just underway. The Railers 3, Blue Devils 0. Blue Devils working around. Reese has it up top. Now in the corner to Kreider for a three. No good. Fought for underneath. Tapped out of there. Ewald tracks it down. Saves it. Gives it to Singleton. And the Railers look for their second possession.
Yeah, tapped out by the Railers, and Will didn't know who it went off to. Good job by the senior of grabbing it if you can, because you didn't know who it was off of. Railers going to have to rebound underneath. A little size for Quincy.
Nice crowd tonight at Roy S. See a lot of blue in the stands. Quincy travels well.
Yeah, nice fans. A lot of probably as big of a visitors section as you've seen all year, and
Absolutely.
they probably traveled the farthest.
Railers with the basketball up 3-0. 6:27 to go in the first.
Yeah, I got to try to find a way to get it into Singleton right there at the free throw line. There it
Probably
is.
now they'll get him. Singleton turns around, nothing there. Now he'll pull it back out. Railers reset. Whiteman to Ewald. Now he'll dribble back up to Whiteman. Get it down low to Singleton. He'll drive up the lane, up in the backboard, and good for Singleton. Nice move, Singleton.
You're right, and right over Talton. Talton goes 6'5" and a sophomore underneath, and Dillon worked his way around him, flipped it up with the right hand, and
got to travel.
Yeah.
Got a double team on Reese. Singleton and Froby causing trouble up top, but traveling call on the Blue Devils. Railers with the basketball up 5-0.
Well, just as you say, you know, a team that plays the 1-2-2 and has for so long, you think that they can figure it out, but they don't play this type of animal every day in practice when you've got Froby and Ewald and Singleton up there.
Whiteman with a deep three, nothing but net for Cam Whiteman.
Timeout.
It's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. The Blue Devils need a timeout. Railers up 8-0. 5:40 to go in the first. It's a 30-second timeout, Josh. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, and the Railers have made 2 threes now. Froby with one, and now Whiteman with one. Singleton with a basket underneath, and I don't know, other than the three in the corner, if the Blue Devils have had another shot opportunity. There's been a couple turnovers, and the Railers have been able to answer early on, and we talked about it this season. If the Railers can shoot it from deep, Scott, this is going to be a tough out for any team to beat them going down the stretch.
The Railers picking up where they left off last night, as off to a hot start. 3 possessions, 8 points, 2 3-pointers, and a deuce. Quincy Blue Devils looking to get on the scoreboard. Kreider pushes it up left, now kicks it back out to Reese. Railers in their 1-2-2 ball press. Blue Devils working around. Kreider back to Reese. Now Kreider dribbles right, gives it back up to Reese up top. Guarded by Singleton. Now in the corner to Talton for a three. Got it.
Yeah, Talton steps out.
Talton with some length.
You're right. 6'5", and a sophomore steps out about a step behind the three-point line and drains it.
8-3 Railers. 5 minutes to go in the first. Singleton, trap, off of his leg. Going to be Blue Devils ball. Singleton tried to dribble through the pressure, but dribbled off his leg. Turnover Railers. Blue Devils with the basketball. 8-3, 4:50 to go in the first. Talton with it, now gives it to Reese. Now Rupert's got the center duties for the Blue Devils as Reese has it up top. Now gets it down low to Nicholson. Kicks it out to Talton. Now in the corner from Rupert. No good. Talton's there for the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, and that easy one there for Talton. Talton all 5 points for the Blue Devils, and he was just right man, right spot.
Tipped out of bounds off the Blue Devils. Going to stay with the Railers. 8-5, 4:19 to go. I'm guessing we have the audio figured out. No complaints yet. Whiteman with another deep three. Got it.
Got it. And their
Whiteman.
coaches are complaining for Quincy. They're not complaining, but telling their guys, you got to get up on him. And another State Farm three-pointer for Cam.
11-5 Railers. Just under 4 minutes. Turnover the Blue Devils as Kreider couldn't handle the pass from Reese. Out of bounds. Railer basketball in front of their student section.
Yeah, they're going to let Kreider know about it too, or calling him Butterfingers, and couldn't hang on to it. So an unforced turnover, and the Railers will get it back here. 11-5, 3:50 left.
Hollinger with it in the corner. That's his spot. Now to Singleton, kicks it out to Whiteman. Whiteman dribbles up, pulls up from the arc, no good. Rebound, Blue Devils. As Whiteman, couple steps in, three-pointer, just couldn't get it to go. Kreider with it, now to Reese. Whoa. There's a deep three from Reese off the rim, no good, fought for. Froby comes out with it, pushes left, caught off by Reese, live contact, no foul. Froby up, left-handed, off the backboard, good for Froby.
Boy, and you said it, Scott. Reese rode Froby the whole way down the floor, but boy, you talk about the improved strength and athletic ability of Froby, able just to fight him off, and then eventually get all the way to the hoop.
Dalton with it. You know he can shoot from there. Now they'll swing it around back to the left, Kreider. Now Nicholson. Back to Kreider. Over to Reese. Back to Kreider. Now they'll work around the corner to Dalton. He'll pull up for a jumper. Yeah, he's a player now.
Yeah,
you say he's a sophomore, 6'5", sophomore.
Sophomore too, and all 7 for Quincy, and that was an easy shot. He was one dribble pull up on the baseline, and really Railers right there on him.
13-7, 2:30 to go. Froby for a three, up top, in and good for Froby. It's another Chris Coyne. State Farm three-pointer. Railers up by 9.
Coach Douglas looks at his assistants and not sure what he could do. Whole lot different right now. The Railers shooting the ball from the perimeter really, really well.
Nicholson up top to Reese, now over to Dalton. He's got all the points for the Blue Devils. He pulls up for 2 more. Too strong.
Yeah,
off
13
the back
underneath.
corner, off the rim. And we're going to have a rebounding foul on the Blue Devils on number 12, Rupert. That's his team first for the Blue Devils.
13.
Oh, 13. I'm sorry. That's
right.
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
I didn't see the other finger. I just saw 2.
Just go to the only the first foul so far by either team.
2 minutes to go in the first. Fast-paced first quarter so far. Steal by Kreider as Whiteman tried to get it to Singleton, and Singleton's going to get called for the reach.
Yeah, Cameron, not good spacing there for Singleton and Whiteman. Too close together trying to break the press, and Cam tried to make a pass that wasn't there, and unforced turnover there. Unlike a lot of what you see from the Railers, usually break the press pretty easily.
Singleton picks up his first foul, first team foul for the Railers. Up 16-7, 1:40 to go in the first. Number 21 for the Blue Devils checks in.
Yeah, he might be a shooter too. They were just trying to set a screen for him out on the perimeter. Tipped.
Whiteman's got the ball.
Yeah, Hollinger with the block shot on the three-point attempt by Kreider.
So now we got 2 Ruperts in the ball game. 21 is Jack Rupert.
Yeah, Hollinger up with a three that he likes in the corner, but just a little strong. Rebound Quincy.
16-7 Railers, 1:12 to go in the first. There's a pull-upper from Kreider, no good. Froby goes up for the rebound. Railers have the basketball up 9, and just over a minute to go in the first. Whiteman all the way across to Froby for a 3 from the wing. Nothing but net for Froby, and mark up another. Chris Coyne, State Farm three-pointer, 19-7 Railers.
Nice skip pass by Whiteman. Froby and Dalton didn't come out quick enough on Froby. Froby with 3 threes already tonight.
Tapped out of there by Froby. Reese is able to track it down. Blue Devils down 12, 30 seconds to go in the first. There's Kreider for a 3, airballed it.
Yeah, he can't get anything
down
to go.
To Reese, it's fought for, and that's Rupert on the ground, rolls with it. He's going to be called with a travel. Railers basketball with 27 seconds on the clock.
Didn't have any stats for Quincy, but it looks like just body-wise and athleticism and as many times he's shot already as Kreider's one of the scorers for Quincy, and he has yet to find the bottom of the net.
17 on the clock. Railers will hold for 1 here in the first, 19-7. It will be Railer basketball.
Yeah, probably going to look for a screen here for Whiteman or Froby.
Now they work it around. Singleton back to Whiteman. Whiteman for a 3 from the wing. Got it! Cam Whiteman with the Chris Coyne. State Farm three-pointer to close out the first quarter. It's 22-7 Railers. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here as the Railers take a 22-7 lead into the second quarter, and they will have the first possession to start the second quarter as they inbound to Singleton. Now Froby with it up top. Good shooting for the Railers in the first quarter, Josh. Hopefully they can keep it up.
6 of 7 from 3. Froby 3 of 3. Whiteman 3 of 3 from the 3-point land. 8 of 10 from the field altogether.
Ewald looking to chalk up some of his first points tonight.
Yeah, and he got a shot off
Now
yet.
Singleton gets deep in the zone. A little too strong off the back of the iron. No good. Kreider comes out of there with it for the Blue Devils. Now gets it over to Reese. Back to Kreider across the timeline. Now they'll kick it in the corner to Talon. He throws up a 3, no good. 5-4 underneath. Rupert comes out there with it, and it's going to be off of Rupert. Railer basketball.
Smart play by Froby, battling underneath with the rebound with Whiteman, but the ball was loose. Froby couldn't grab it, so he just tapped it off of Quincy and out of bounds Quincy. So he knew probably wasn't going to be able to come up with a rebound. Good job by the senior of tapping it off of Quincy, and the Railers will get possession back here.
Ian Richardson, number 34 for the Blue Devils, checks in. Gets his first action of the night as Ewald's going to throw up a 3 in the corner, and he answers with a 3 of his own, and it's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, and the threes are raining tonight.
Yeah, and Coach Douglas looking for some answers. Oh,
Kreider gets swatted by Ollinger. Singleton comes out of there with it. Railers push. Now they'll work it back around to the right. Froby, he throws up a 3. It's going to be a little short off the front of the iron. Kreider with the rebound. Blue Devils look to push. Kreider pulls it back out now. Has it to Reese. Over to Kreider. Railers 25. Blue Devils 7. 6:35 to go in the first half.
Boy, it's fast moving, Scott, and you talk hot shooting for the Railers.
Talton for a 3 off the rim. No good. Rupert there for the putback, and he's going to be fouled by Whiteman on the shot. Rupert will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to do if you're Lincoln is, you're forcing them to miss, and now you give them an offensive rebound and a chance to go to the line to get some easy points and maybe something that would give them a little momentum. Well, Cam's got to do a little better job of rebounding underneath.
Free throws up and good. That's Jack Rupert. Got a Brady Rupert. Brady Rupert, a 6'1 junior, and Jack Rupert, a 6'3 junior. So I think they're twins. Brothers? Cousins?
Good, happens. You never know. There's a lot of brothers and Douglases and
Ruperts and Douglases.
Sure.
Well, there's a Quinn Rupert, number 42.
Yeah. 30 checks in. That's Dre Humphrey. Dre Humphrey with a personal foul. A little too aggressive, but I think that's what Coach Douglas is probably looking for at this point. Scott, somebody to come in and play hard. Down 25-9 here. 6 minutes left in the first half.
Well, they're never out of the game. The Beavers were down 22-2 today in the first quarter and came back and won. So, you're never out of it.
Yeah, the 3-point line and that shot clock have done a lot for college basketball.
Absolutely. Kind of look to maybe there's a 3 by Ewald. Ooh, off the back of the rim, a little too strong. Reese comes out with it. Would you like to see a shot clock in high school sports?
I would. I do. I think I would. I think it would speed up the game a little bit more. Obviously, we don't have too much of an issue with it, but you do find a few teams that will sit out there and just hold the ball when they have no shot of winning. I don't like that part of it.
Turnover, Blue Devils.
But I think it'd be something neat, something new.
Like you said, it's at the end of the game where a team might be up by 5-6 points, and they pull it out to take some of the air out of the ball, and that little shot clock's going to prevent that. Singleton gets in the lane. A nice little up and under for Singleton. Count the bucket and the foul. Singleton to the line for the and one.
Well, you talk, a lot of people didn't like the 3-point line when it was implemented. Now they love it, or most people love it. I think it'd be something similar when the shot clock would come in. Although I've heard talks with coaches and stuff that it's probably a financial issue. Can a school afford the technology? Can they afford to pay someone over at the bench to run it correctly? So there's a lot of things that go into it.
A lot to it. Railers up 28-9. A travel from Humphrey. As the Quincy Blue Devils a little out of sorts right now.
Yeah,
unforced
28-9.
Turnovers. Maybe trying to rush a little.
Yeah, you're right. I think so.
Happen.
And try to play a little too fast, and the Railer defense moving as always. And then when you get down this far, Scott, especially this early in the game, you've got to make an extra effort right now to try and call themselves back into it by halftime. And I think Quincy just trying to do it a little too fast.
Josh, we got to give a shout out to the Lincoln Railer wrestling team as they win regionals today. There's a three
shot.
in the corner from
behind the backboard.
A tough shot as he is probably 2 or 3 foot behind the backboard, nothing but net, and it's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer for Ewald. He's got 6 points. The Railers have 31.
Yeah, I read that on Twitter this morning. Congratulations to the Railer wrestling team on you said a regional champ. I think 12 moved on to go to the next round, so that's really good.
There's
Shot up and good. 21 is Jack Rupert for 3. 31-12 now. Railers up big.
And with the ball, 31-12, like Josh said, 4:20 to go in the first half.
Well, I try to get that ball back into the middle. I think Dylan's a huge threat underneath, although the Railers shooting it from deep really well. That opens up the middle. Singleton can really go to work underneath.
Raiders with the basketball. They'll work it around. Now they're being a little more patient with the big lead, so they're trying to just work some clock.
You know, and you're talking about the shot clock. This right now will be a time where they would have to get ready to shoot.
Froby, no good. Singleton had the rebound. Talton tapped it out of there. Now Kreider looks to push. He's cut off by Ewald. Now they'll work it around. Talton to Humphrey. Humphrey dribbles right. Now gets it up top to Reese. He'll go right. Look back over in the corner.
Oh.
Froby's there with the steal. He pushes up to Ewald. Up off the backboard and good. Froby looked right to Singleton. Pass left to Ewald. He finishes strong. It's 33-12 Railers.
Another good job of defense by Froby. Not only got the steal, but he had the tip away to get the steal. The long arms and the great anticipation, soft hands that he has. Got another steal for the Railers and a quick basket.
Rupert with the 3, no good. Singleton there for the rebound. Humphrey trying to hound him, but Singleton's not having it. Now kick it up to Whiteman. Now to Froby real quick. Gets it down low. Cut off by Kreider. It's going to be off of Hollinger's foot, they say. It's going to be out of bounds off the Railers. Quincy Blue Devil basketball. 33-12. 3:03 to go in the first half.
Participants make their way to back gym at this time. All 8th grade participants, their coaches and sponsors.
Yeah, they're right on cue there, Mr. Komnick.
Yep.
It is 8th grade night,
It
so
is.
that means Coach Komnick is going to put on the coaching hat,
Yeah.
go down and walk out his whole team consisting of 2 8th graders.
2, yeah. It's not a big class at CEL this year, but you know, it is what it is. And those guys were good for us, yeah.
Make do with what you have.
That's right.
That just means the 7th graders going to have a lot more experience.
Yeah, we hope there's some benefits to it.
Now, there is no quarter limit anymore, is there?
There is, but it's really a lot. I mean, you have to really play a lot of games, and you got to play every quarter. And to be honest,
for a 3, no good.
Nobody monitors
Hollinger's
it.
guys up for the rebound. Yeah, I remember back in the day, you know, there was a limit where you could
per
play
night.
4 a night.
Yeah,
And
now it's not like that. You can play all night now.
Singleton trapped, and they're going to get a foul called on who's the guilty one, Humphrey or Rupert?
Yeah,
Rupert's the guilty one.
Guilty guy. Now 5 team fouls on Quincy.
33-12 Railers.
Maybe 4 team fouls on Quincy now. Railers still up 33-12. Here, 2:14 left in the first half. The Railers have had it going on.
Now, we mentioned before, I don't know if we were on air or not, but Quincy beat Rock Island this year by 4 or 5.
Yeah, by 4 or 5.
There's alley-oop to Hollinger. Couldn't get it to go. Couldn't get the height to slam.
About had the slam, yeah.
And just kind of maybe mistimed it a little bit. It was there, just couldn't finish. No good. Quincy with the basketball. Now Kreider takes a deep 3. It was ugly.
13 pushed off underneath.
Now Rupert with a 3. It's short.
That was worse.
Whiteman with the rebound. Rupert's going to hear that for a while. They'll get it up quick as Reese intercepts it. Railers a little bit out of control right now. It's not the game they want to play. Talton gets to the rim. He's going to be swatted by Whiteman. They're going to get him with a foul as he got him on the arm. Oh, it's going to be on the ground.
Floor.
Okay.
Yeah, on the ground,
we'll
too.
take that.
Railers 8 of 12 from three-point land, Scott. 12 of 19 from the field.
Going to get the foul on Singleton. His second.
Looked like it was for sure on Whiteman.
Maybe they got a push before.
Whiteman took the big swipe at the ball. Tungate checks in for Singleton. Singleton with 2 fouls.
Steal by Froby. Intercepts it from Reese. We got a 3-on-1. Up. No good for Kirby, but Ewald puts back. He couldn't finish it, but comes down with his own rebound. Now they'll work it around. The three's more than 2. Whiteman couldn't finish. Now he'll get it. Dishes off to Hollinger, who stepped on the baseline when he had the pass. His back heel was on the baseline when we received the pass from Whiteman. He's out of bounds. Turnover Railers.
Had
an opportunity there, Josh.
Too many opportunities.
2 or 3
Froby with the missed layup, and then
Ewald
about as easy a basket as you're going to get, and Ewald misses that one. Just didn't find the bank board, and right there, Ewald's got to do a better job of getting it on the square.
Now Reese just throws it up. Luckily, Kreider was there to get it. 33-12, 1 minute to go in the first half. It's been all Railers. Kind of on a little scoring drought right now, I guess, a little bit. And Quincy trying to get back
compared to what we were, yeah.
Kreider, he gets to the lane. A little Euro step, no good. Wow. Nicholson's there for the rebound, the putback, the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. As the wrestlers make their way into the building. Successful day today for them.
Absolutely. Was that today?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Try to get some information on that.
Looks like they're going back in the back gym, so are they going to bring those guys out tonight for...
I sure do hope so.
It'd be nice, yeah. Free throw up and good by Nicholson. Makes the score 33-13 here. 43 seconds and counting in the first half. We'll see if Coach Alexander will go for the last shot. Gets it into Froby in the middle. Back out to Singleton now. Whiteman over to Ewald. Ewald back up to Whiteman, over to Froby, and they're going to hold it here for 1. Now 25 seconds. Whiteman's going to hold it out by the timeline. Quincy trying to figure out where all these Railer shooters are right now, and now Singleton will grab it and start the offense.
Clock down to 9. Now the Railers will go. Froby, he'll get to the middle lane, throw up a running jumper, no good. Puts his own rebound back. Got the bucket and the foul. Froby to the line for the and 1.
Well, I thought Froby was going to lob it up to Hollinger. Hollinger was wide open underneath. Froby didn't see him, and then floated a shot up, missed it, but he got his own rebound. Froby with the rebound, never brought it back down, put it back up in, and got fouled. So Froby's going to go to the line. Got 13 on the night, looking for 14. Going to try to extend this lead here before half. Up and good. Froby's free throw good, makes it 36-13 with 4.6 seconds left. Quincy doesn't quite know it. Tip away by Singleton. Up 3 for Ewald. Got it!
Will Ewald closes out the half with a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. It's the Railers 39, the Blue Devils 13. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Future Railsplitters that will be joining us here next year. 8th graders, their coaches, and sponsors for our boys' 8th grade night tonight. First, we will represent Carroll Catholic, New Holland Middletown, and Zion Lutheran. Boys basketball players, Joe Dom, Jared Evers, Owen Grant, Nathan Schwantz, Porter Schwantz, Darren Stevens, Daniel Budgel, coaches Andy Fitzpatrick, and assisted by Eric Brown and Kent Boley. Cheerleaders, Leah Carter, Jelena Craig, Riley Davison, Elaine Hyde, Zoe Peacock, Ella Prather, Ella Singleton, Kelly Wallsmith, Lisa Walker, Emmy White, and their cheer sponsor, Autumn Robinson. For the Panthers of Chester East Lincoln, players Ethan Maynard and Brendan Worth. Coaches Josh Komnick, assisted by Chris Wilson. Cheerleaders Abby Arnold, Izzy Bree Elmore, Elena Jones, Annie Cole, Ariana Morris, and their sponsor Janelle Scott. For the Trojans of Lincoln Junior High School, there's Christian Brown, Connor Brummel, Kenny Carson,
It's 8th grade night here.
Keon Carson, Colin Centers, Aiden Crane, Aiden Gowan, Dylan Gowan, Donovan Hamlin, Ellen Harberts, Keyshawn Lowry, Aiden Powell, managers Ethan Grover and Jack Morgan, coaches for the junior high, Hal Denicky and Zach Wade, cheerleaders Kylie Boyer, Alyssa Buffington, Ashton Gannon, Sydney Haynes, Isabella McFadden, Autumn Straw, and cheer sponsors Jessica Plummer, Janet McFadden, Dominic Jordan, and Caitlin Shaw. For the Wolverines of West Lincoln Broadwell who are not present tonight, that is because they are watching the WLB 7th grade team at the state tournament. However, we would still like to recognize 8th grade players Jason Agee, Landon Heinzel, Luke Jones, Michael Lucas, and Trey Schilling. Coaches Curtis Conradi and Ethan Neitzel. Cheerleaders Allie Benton and sponsor Tiffany Benton and Beth Simonson. Chester East Lincoln, Izzy Bree Elmore, and Ethan Maynard, and band director Julie Reynolds. From New Holland Middletown, Jace Ford, Jenna Dorgan, Nate Davis, Riley Davison, Caitlin Summers, and Emmy White. From West Lincoln Broadwell, band members Becca Heitzig and Blake Manley. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for these 8th graders, future Railsplitters here at Lincoln Community High School as they enter this building next year. Future of the Raider basketball program right in front of you. Thank you very much, players, and thank you to your coaches and sponsors. Well done, and we wish you the best of luck next year. And ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to recognize the Lincoln Community High School wrestling team. The wrestling team, your 2020 IHSA Regional Champions. This is the first regional title since 1984. Our wrestling trainers also set a new school record for most sectional qualifiers with 12 sectional qualifiers. Your regional roster includes Noah Johnson, Stephen Walters, Isaac Decker, Trevor Bree, Jaden Graham, Austin O'Donoghue, Brandon Schweitzer, Nathan Ladage, Aiden Gelner, Nolan Yates, JT Gazzardo, Austin Daniels, and Jake Benninger. A round of applause for your Lincoln wrestling team, your 2020 regional champions. Congratulations, gentlemen, and best of luck to you in the sectional.
Just lost success as well as all the other.
in town that do here too, so it's it's fun, and another year's gone, and like Coach Alexander always says, it goes by so fast. These guys don't realize it until it's over.
Yeah, and it does fly by, and so appreciate those days while they have it. Let's take another commercial break. We come back, we'll have some more halftime here in the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Once again, the Railers with the 39-13 lead here at halftime. We'll take a commercial break. This is Railer Nation on WLCN 96.3 FM. Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here as the Railers take a 39-13 lead into the second half. Josh,
didn't see this coming, did you?
I did not, and I don't know that the Quincy Blue Devils did either.
You're right. We'll go through the stats. Let's go for the Railers, Scott. Well, they were led in scoring the first half, 14 from Frobe, 11 from Ewald, 9 from Cameron Whiteman, 5 from Dylan Singleton for 39. The Railers shoot 58% from the field, 14 of 24. They were 9 of 13 from three-point land. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 12 rebounds, 3 of them offensive. Handled the ball really well too. Scott, 8 assists on just 5 turnovers for the Railers. 5 steals, 2 Landon Hollinger block shots, and the Railers just dominating. 23 points off turnovers to the 3 for the Blue Devils, and really it's been 9 threes made for the Railers, Scott, and 2 for Quincy, and they can't guard the three-point line right now. The Railers on fire. Then when we be able to get into Singleton done some damage inside too.
With the Railers making all those threes, you would think that Quincy's going to have to extend their defense a little bit to get out and guard them. Does that open up maybe some more back doors and getting into the lane? I know they're running the zone, but if they got to extend to guard the three, they're going to probably be a little uncomfortable on their defense.
Yeah, basically pick your poison. Which one do you want to stop? And I think if you're Coach Douglas and Quincy, you can't think that the Railers can continue to shoot like this, but if they do, you're never going to make it back down 26 points anyway. So, I think you'd have to extend it out a little bit more. I don't know if they play much man at all, but it might be something to work at or use because the 1-2-2 is not working tonight.
Hollinger still not on the scoreboard, so maybe look for him to get a little more involved in the offense the second half.
He had an easy putback and miss, so he's had his chances. But as we talked about earlier, we'd love to see Hollinger get a few more.
Let's take a 30-second timeout. We come back, we'll have second half action here on WLCN 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here with you tonight as second half is underway. It'll be Quincy Blue Devil basketball down by 26 points. And Josh is already calling for that 30-point lead going into the fourth. There's almost a steal by Froby. Kreider pulls up for a jumper. No good. Henderson there for the rebound and the putback.
Kreider had the hair and the, not sure exactly what you call that, like a bonnet or a bun or something, a man bun on top.
Bun.
Didn't have much luck in the first half, so he's decided to go just let it flow.
Let it down.
Yeah,
just let
and
it
now
go.
it's in his eyes, so I'm not sure that's going to help a whole lot either. But
maybe it's cutting off circulation to his head. I don't know.
yeah, he's going to try.
We don't have that problem.
I don't know. I never have either. So
Did you wear a headband back in high school?
you think Coach Al would have let us wear a headband?
No.
I couldn't even have a growth of facial hair for a day.
Little
Nicholson up, a little give and go. Nicholson and Talton. Nicholson to finish the follow here.
39-15. Railers with their first possession of the second half.
Quincy's going to stay in that 1-2-2. Little spread on the wings now, trying to cover up Singleton at the free throw line. But boy, you leave some shooters open when you do that.
Absolutely. There's one of them right there. Hollinger calling for the ball in the other corner, and that's his spot. Raiders up 39-15. Now Hollinger. Now they'll work it back the other way. Froby gets it down to Singleton. He turns around. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Whiteman. He'll take a deep three off the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to number 13. That's Nicholson.
Yeah, the Railers worked it around there. Got Singleton in. Yeah.
Yep. An unforced turnover for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Kreider did that with Butterfingers in the first half.
And if the Blue Devils are going to want to get back in this game, they're going to have to eliminate their turnovers.
Yeah, you're going to need every possession to try and score.
Froby, Ewald in the corner for a three. Nailed it. Will Ewald with a Chris Coyne, State Farm. Three-pointer. He's got 14 points. A quiet 14.
You're right, yeah. A bunch of three-pointers for Ewald. A couple finishes on the layup. Had to be close to a 10-second call.
Kreider gets it across the timeline just in time. Now Reese. Now they'll work it in, kick it back out. Kreider with it. He'll dribble left. Now to Reese. Talton. Now they'll work it around. Blue Devils looking to pick up the pace a little bit. It's going to be off of Ewald's leg. Going to stay with the Blue Devils. 6:06 to go in the third. Railers up 42-15. Now Kreider to inbound. He'll get it to Reese. Guarded by Singleton. Reese trots to the left. Now pulls it back out over to Kreider.
I bet my Reese is at home listening. Thinking
She's like,
like, what's this guy say my name for?
Yeah, and Reese with the bucket. Got in the middle.
He did.
He did. He got right in the middle of the lane, and a little running jumper for Reese. Open lane, up over the bucket, rolls in for good for Singleton.
Feathery
Singleton's
soft
got
touch.
5 points. Now they'll get it all the way down. Talton couldn't handle it. Kreider gets it. He'll get to the lane, and he's going to be fouled before the shot. And I think they're going to get Singleton. And if it is, that is his.
No.
No?
Number one.
Number one. Okay, my bad. Ewald picks up his second. And I thought Singleton had 2 fouls. It's only showing 1. Jumper no good. Fought for underneath. Kreider has it. Now he'll go up strong. He can't get it. Now Hollinger gets the rebound, gets pushed from the back. Now gets slapped, but he'll dribble out of there. Hounded by Nicholson. Now Froby in the corner for a 3. No good. Singleton there for the putback.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Didn't even bring it down. Singleton all the way, always around the rim to get that offensive rebound. Nobody else was there, but Singleton, he never even brought it down, just went straight up with it.
Nicholson, a nice slap. No call. Heard that from up here. Unless I was hearing things. 46-17, 4:50 to go in the up to Kreider, who can't track it down.
They'll give us back. They'll give it to us back. Whiteman turns the ball over with a one-handed pass for the Railers, and then Quincy gives it right back.
Singleton's going to walk it up as they have a big lead, 29 points, 4:35 to go.
This isn't a pressuring 1-2-2 by any means from Quincy.
No.
They let you walk it up. Basically, we walked it all the way up to half court there. So the Railers definitely going to be able to handle the ball and handle the ball.
I thought they would pick up the pressure a little bit second half, Josh, but they're content with letting the Railers work the ball as it went off Singleton's face, and Reese comes out there with it. He'll dribble in between the pressure, kick it over to Kreider for a 3.
The hair's
That's
in his
no
eyes.
good. Hair in his eyes, couldn't see. And Railers with the rebound, up by 29, halfway through the third.
Yeah, you're right, Scott. You don't see a whole lot of different intensity by the Blue Devils.
Singleton kicks it out to Ewald. Now he'll dribble right.
Hard to make a comeback when you don't do that.
Just no desperation.
You know, a long bus ride, non-conference game. Had a big one last night against Sterling. So, you know, maybe they're facing defeat early here.
And you got to remember, these guys weren't probably even born back in those rivalry days.
No,
Josh.
they don't know.
So they don't know the history and you know, things like that. Obviously, their coach does. He was probably part of a lot of it.
Yeah, I think he would play. I don't know. He's not one of them. You know, the Bruce Douglas.
Whiteman for a three off the side of the iron, no good. Talton with the rebound. But I'm sure their parents told them a lot about it. You know, Richie, he was around.
Sure.
You know, Will.
Yeah.
No good. Rebound, Will Ewald for the Railers. 3 minutes to go in the third. And for one of our favorite listeners and part-time cameraman, Ryan All, there's a three by Cam Whiteman, a Chris Coyne. State Farm, three-pointer. It's a 32-point lead for the Railers, and Ryan All likes the sound of that.
Yeah, anything over the 30-point margin gets us. Well, the sophomores had it. They got the game over a little bit quicker because they were winners 50-29 tonight, and we're hoping the Railers.
I mean, it's only 7:42, Josh. I mean, we're talking out of here before 8.
I like the sound of that.
7 o'clock start. There's a three, no good. Rimmed in and out, no good. Whiteman with the rebound, kicks it up to Singleton. 2:15 on the clock. Railers 49, the Blue Devils 17. Railers with the basketball.
Quincy with just 4 points here
Singleton
in the third quarter.
gets in deep in the zone, up around his defender, no good. Fought for. Kreider comes out there with it. He makes a move on Ewald. Hollinger goes up for the swat, no good, but he'll go up and get the rebound and kick it out to Singleton with 1:54 on the clock.
Kreider just cannot get anything going for himself tonight. He has tried to get to the basket. He's tried from the three-point land.
He's tried 2 different hairstyles.
Yeah, it's just not working out tonight. No points. 0 of 10 from the field for Kreider.
Raiders with the basketball. Now they'll work that clock. Whiteman kicks it out to Froby. They won't work the clock. He'll take a three, and he will get it. Froby with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. He's got 17, and the Railers have a big 35-point lead with 1:20 to go.
Nice drive and kick out by Whiteman, too. Got in the middle or baseline there and kicked it out. And
well, we thought this was going to be a good matchup. What do we know? As a jumper's good for number 12, that is Rupert.
Brady Rupert, 6'1", junior.
Now the Raiders with the basketball, under a minute to go, get it all the way down to Hollinger. Head fake up, he gets landed on and hits the ground hard, pops back up. Popped back up quicker than he fell. Good thing he's okay. Good head fake.
Kreider went all the way up, and basically Kreider went up on his shoulders.
Gave him a ride on his shoulders.
Yeah, and Hollinger, I thought it went face first into the...
If he would have stayed upright, Talton would have been playing chicken with someone.
Yeah, and I think percentage-wise, Hollinger, free throw up and good. Probably our best free throw shooter percentage-wise. I don't have a whole lot of season stats because the computer for Coach Alexander crashed about midway through the season, so we lost some of that. He's going to have to probably go back and do that. But he's been really, really good from the free throw line.
This is the second one. He jinxed him.
That's a jinx, yeah, sorry. Sorry, Landon.
Railers with the big lead, 34. 40 seconds on the clock. Rupert for a three. Missed it. Talton, Ewald, fight for it. It's going to be off of Ewald. Going to stay with the Blue Devils. 35 seconds on the clock.
53-19, the Railers up big here.
They'll get it in. Now they'll work it around. That's Rupert up top with it. As the clock winds down to 30 seconds. Reese has it.
So I think we're almost guaranteed, Scott, to enter the fourth with a 30.
High fives.
High five to the Railers.
Saturday evening. As the clock winds down, it's 10 on the clock. Talton to Reese. Rupert. Three on the way from Rupert.
5 straight for Rupert.
But it doesn't matter. Froby answers with a half-quarter just off the back of the iron. No good. And at the end of 3, it's the Railers 53, the Blue Devils 22. We'll have a running clock in the 4th when we return. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll have 4th quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM. (53-22) is your score entering the 4th quarter. Railers will have the ball to start the 4th. And the clock operator's job just got easy, Josh.
Yep.
We'll have a running clock for the remainder of the game. Expect to see some subs here soon with the Railers up with the big lead. They'll work it around. Froby gets it down low to Hollinger. Now a little just to Singleton up left.
Nice.
Little shot off the backboard's good for Singleton.
Yeah, way to move the ball. Lincoln, almost everybody touched it, maybe once or twice there. Scott in that possession, and Hollinger got it on the short porch and kicked down to Singleton right around the lane. Nice possession there for the Railers. You're going to talk Coach Allen's probably going to want ball movement. Everybody touch the ball and try and get some shots to work on some things offensive-wise.
Coach Al leaving his starters in of the 4th. Got to anticipate some subs coming off the bench here shortly. As the jumper from Talton is good. 55-24 Railers.
Offensive rebound.
7 minutes to go.
Talton, that's been about their only bright spot of the night. Scott, Talton has 7 for the Blue Devils. No, 9 for the Blue Devils. And really, obviously with just 24 points, it's been slim pickings.
He gets it down low to Hollinger. Up over the rim and good for Hollinger. As he's working the baseline, snuck in behind the defense and got an easy bucket. Steal by Cam. Ewald's got it. He's going to take it to the rim, pull up for the jumper. No good. Reese there for the rebound. 57-24 Railers, 6:30 to go in the game. There's a running jumper for Reese, and it's good.
Yeah, Reese over Hollinger. Hollinger usually blocks that, but Reese put enough arc on it to get it over. And basket there for the Blue Devils, but a long way to go here for Quincy, down 57-26.
And the clock is not on their side.
No, not.
And I'm sure they want it to run just as much as we do so they can get on the bus and head home.
2.5, 3 hour bus ride yet.
57-26. We are under the 6-minute mark. As Reese, he'll dribble in on Singleton. He'll pull up for another jumper. No good. Hollinger skies up for the rebound. Clears it out. Now gets it to Singleton, who couldn't handle it. As Hollinger just got a little
He gets a little antsy sometimes.
He wants to get rid of that ball. It's like a hot potato.
You know, and he's more than capable of just dribbling that up himself. You know, and you struggle with that with a lot of guys.
Well, I'm sure he's taught to hit the outlet man and get it up and go. And
right, but that outlet man has to be open. You know, and if you're not, you got to be able to take that ball and go yourself. And that's one thing we've seen a little bit this year is he wants to get rid of that thing and get it to another guy, but he's definitely a guy that can handle it.
Reese, he was a little
boy, the Raiders all over.
Man, it's like we got 7 guys out there. At least that's what Quincy's probably thinking. Hollinger over to Whiteman. Now they'll reset to Froby up top. Thinks about the 3. Now gives it to Ewald on the wing.
That middle's what?
He gives it to Froby. Nice little dish. Froby pulls up for a jumper and good. Froby's got 19 to lead all scorers, and it's 59-26 Railers. 4:50 going the game. That's Rupert. Kicks it out to Tolton for a 3. In and out, no good. Hollinger there for another rebound.
Yeah, good job by Landon staying underneath and rebounding. Froby says, let's walk it up a little bit, boys, to catch our breath here.
You know, Hollinger only has 3 points tonight, but he's just so crucial underneath. He works that baseline, and, you know, defensively, there for a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, two big block shots, and then he's been able to finish around the basket as well.
Hollinger, he'll dribble in, kick it out to Whiteman. Nothing there. Now he'll get to the lane up. Strong move by Whiteman. Couldn't finish. Tungate there for the rebound and couldn't finish the putback.
Well, we missed a lot of those tonight.
We have.
I wouldn't say a lot, but I'm saying 5 to 6. I think Froby had one on a layup. Ewald with a putback, couldn't get it to go there. Tungate missed one, so we're picking at him. Up 59 to 26 as Coach clears the bench or clears the court with some of the guys that are coming in off the bench. But boy, what a game the Railers really from the start, Scott.
Yeah, it's
wide open, and the Railers were flowing with threes tonight, and 22 to 7 after one. And another statement made by this Railer basketball team.
Blue Devils tried to get to the basket, and they got a whole slug of substitutions as well. Rupert's going to stay in for the Blue Devils. In for the Railers, Grunder, Tungate, Klopp, Brody Whiteman, and Elijah Paulus. Once again, congratulations to the Lincoln Wrestling squad as they regional champs.
First time
title,
since when?
1984.
Been a while.
Where were you in 84? Playing biddy ball somewhere?
Emden. Yeah, about 5 years old.
Railers with the basketball up by 31. Now a turnover, and there's going to be a foul on Tungate as he pulls himself up. A little collision there. Good to see him. He's all right. Clock still running, 59-28. All Railers from the get-go, Josh. And this is one of those games that you look on the schedule saying, well, this could be one of those competitive basketball games. But
well, and I think after you looked at the scores, you know, they beat Rock Island, which the Railers lost to Rock Island at Rock Island. You look back through some of their scores, that conference is really good that they play in. You got Galesburg, who's only lost a couple games this year. You've got Rock Island, Sterling. I think Rock Island Alleman is in that league. So you talk about they're playing 4A competition on a nightly basis in their conference, and you look and say, well, you know, they had 7 losses, or maybe it was 8, 15-8. But you know, they're playing some bigger schools, but they just didn't have a shot. I mean, the Railers came out on fire tonight, Scott, and everything was falling. When they do that, they got so many weapons. They can move the ball, and all guys are shooting it well. And then, you know, you get it Singleton in the middle and attack. And boy, we've talked about it before. Coach Alexander just loves the way he can spread it out and the way his Railers can spread it out and get so many scores. And again, they have accomplished that tonight. Whiteman over to Paulus. Now back to Brody Whiteman in the corner. He's going to throw up a 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound 5-4. And number 40 for the Blue Devils comes out there with it. 40 is Isaac Drew, 6'3", and a junior. And we're going to have another sub.
Timeout for 15, Quincy. Tate Meyer. And I think tonight, Josh, for the first time all year, we have a correct roster for the Quincy Blue Devils. The opponent.
Something to shoot for, Scott.
I mean,
give some credit to Quincy.
Number 4, Logan Irk into the ball game as it goes off his leg as the clock still winds down. We're down to 30. And Tungate will take the ball and walk it up.
Probably going to be your final there, 59-28. I don't think the Railers will shoot again unless Quincy steals it here. Railers again with another easy but yet impressive win on the resume.
Kind of been the story for most of the year. Easy wins for the Railers. And we'll put this one in the books as a 59-28 victory for the Railers. They finished strong here tonight. It was all Railers from the get-go. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show here on Railer Nation Station, WLCN 96.3 FM.
We're back.
We are back.
Here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The Railers improved to 22-2 on the season by a score of 59-28 over the Blue Devils from Quincy High. We'll go through the stats here. First for Quincy. Quincy shoots 10 of 38 from the field, 26%. They were 3 of 20 from three-point land, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. They had 24 total rebounds, 9 of them offensive, 5 assists on 15 turnovers, 5 steals, and no blocks. They were led in scoring by Jeremiah Talton. Talton with 9, 7 for Jack Rupert, 5 points for Brady Rupert, 4 for Lucas Reese, and 3 points for Peyton Nicholson. The Railers were led tonight. Another nice balanced scoring for the Railers. 19 from Froby, Caden Froby. Froby was 7 of 13 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3. He was 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds on 5 assists to go with the 19 points. 14 for Will Ewald. Nice night for Will. 5 of 8 from the field. 4 of 5 from three-point land. 4 rebounds. 12 from Whiteman. 4 of 6 from three-point land. He also had 4 rebounds. Singleton in double figures as well with 11. Dylan with 5 of 7 from the field. 3 points for Landon Hollinger to round out the 59. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with Coach Alexander from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Raider Basketball.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The Railers with the big victory, 59-28. And Josh, got to give a big old shout out and congratulations to the West Lincoln Broadwell 7th graders as they advance to the championship game in the IESA state tournament. They'll play Thursday night against a... Let's see, they're going to play...
May not be...
Royal Prairie View Ogden. State championship game, February 13th at 7:30 p.m. at East Peoria.
22-4 against 28-1 on the season for those two teams. So, yeah, the champion. I think that's over, I'd say, East Peoria?
Yeah. East Peoria, right. Central Junior High School. You've probably faced up against the Wolverines this year.
Yeah, we did.
What kind of team they got?
They're good. Yeah, they're good. They're fast, and their pressure is tough. We did beat them the one time, and then we lost to them in the regional championship. So, they're good. They've got some good athletes, and they can shoot it when they get on a roll. They got a nice player inside, so they'll be a tough out for what is that? Royal Prairie View Ogden. It's a long name for.
What was that score?
59-28. But yeah, they'll. Congrats to Coach Conrad and Coach Neitzel, and those guys will have a chance to bring home a title on Thursday. Railers again victorious here, 59-28. The Railers just blistered it from the court, Scott. 22 of 42 from the field, 52%, 12 of 20 from three for 60%. Only shot 4 free throws, but didn't need to go to the basket a whole lot when you're able to shoot that way from the perimeter. The Railers with 24 rebounds, 5 of them offensive, 13 assists on 9 turnovers, 7 steals, and 2 Landon Hollinger blocks. Again, the Railers, big advantage on points off turnovers, 28 for the Railers, 3 for the Blue Devils. Points in the paint, 18 for the Railers, and just 10 for Quincy. And really, scoring win as follows. The Railers are up 22-7 after one. They outscore Quincy 17-6 in the second. Outscore them 14-9 in the third, and then an even quarter 6-6 in the fourth. Joined by head coach Neil Alexander. Coach improved to 22-2 on the season. And I think if you look back through the scores, Coach, these guys beat Rock Island, and which probably gave you a little bit of a worry, but boy, the way the Railers and you guys started tonight, it was over from the first quarter.
Well, anytime you shoot the ball like that, it puts a lot of pressure on your opponent, and I thought we took good shots. We took shots on the line. We were patient with it, and we had basically everybody hitting shots, and we spread it out. I don't know how many threes we made, but
12 tonight.
12 was, I know we were 9 of maybe 13 or 12 at halftime, and that's pretty darn good shooting. It really puts you in the hole.
Yeah, you're right. You said 12 of 20 from three, and early on it was Whiteman and Froby who got after those hot starts. Froby finished the game 4 of 8 from three. Whiteman 4 of 6 from three. And really Ewald with a quiet 14 tonight, I thought. You look up and he's got 14, 4 or 5 from the three-point line. And then you had Singleton roaming around in the middle. Just 3 from Hollinger tonight, but again, Landon with a nice game underneath, rebounding. Also had 4 assists for 6 rebounds for Hollinger. As you said, Coach, when these guys get it going from the perimeter, and then you can get Singleton in there and Hollinger around the basket, really, really tough for anybody to zone us.
Well, I don't even know if the clock's off, but how many points did they score? We talking about
28.
our offense. How many?
28.
And I'm telling you, our defense was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
We were moving, flying around, covering their shooters, and that's a pretty good victory for us as far as both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. You hold Quincy 28 points. That's pretty darn good defense, and we were very active. And then again, it kind of goes hand in hand. When you hit shots, you get a big lead. Then your defense continues to play hard, and then their shots don't go, and you lose confidence a little bit, and all of it goes in one place. And we played a very well-rounded ball game tonight.
Yeah, Coach, and you had an easy one last night, somewhat of an easy one because of the way the Railers played tonight. Then you've got a full slate next week. Looks like on the schedule, Mount Zion will be here on Tuesday, travel to Effingham on Friday, and then Saturday is the makeup game, correct?
That's correct, and right now the time's kind of depending on that. They're wanting to move it up, but we've got to check on transportation to see if we could get to a spot, then be able to maybe go a little bit earlier and play even in the afternoon. So we're going to take a look at that and check Monday morning first thing, and we'll get that out as soon as we can on what time that game time will be.
Well, Coach, anything else, Scott?
I don't know what we say. It's same old song and dance, a big victory. I know coming in this game you thought this might be one of the closer ones for us, but when you come out shooting like you do, It's just, Quincy just built themselves in a hole. I thought you guys did a great job. I have to believe Kreider is one of their leading scorers.
He tried to be tonight, but he just couldn't get him to go over 11 from the field. But he was aggressive, and there were several Blue Devils out there pretty frustrated tonight.
Well, we didn't give him any good looks. I mean, the shots that he took were challenged, and the sophomore is going to be a great player.
Tolton,
he is.
He's got length.
Very skilled. He's long. He's athletic. Beautiful jump shot, and I think he started off scoring the first 7 points. And I'm not sure how many he scored after that, but boy, he got off to a quick start, and you could see what the potential is with that young man, and But I just felt that our defense was very, we're deceiving and we're pretty darn quick at all 5 positions.
Well, Coach, congratulations on another big win. And we'll be back here Tuesday as the Mount Zion Braves come to town. And like you said, you don't know the start times yet for that one?
That one will be 6 o'clock, a week game.
Okay.
That was a Saturday game.
Oh, my bad. All right, I guess if I was paying attention.
You got to pay attention to what Coach is talking about.
I skipped over that Tuesday game. I had us the next game, Effingham.
You said you don't pay attention much whenever he talks.
The Effie game also is a 6 o'clock game since it's a Friday night. So.
All right, Coach, congratulations, and we'll catch you back here Tuesday.
Okay. All
right.
See y'all.
That's going to do it for us here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday, February 11th at 7:30 as the Railers are at home to take on the Braves from Mount Zion. Our broadcast will begin with pregame show starting at 7 o'clock. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer director Paula Kodak, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 59, Quincy 28. The Railers now stand at 22-2. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast and would like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. From Lincoln, Illinois, good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience, starring Jeff Number 2 on the Nighttime Fix 96.